Look, I have always done the right thing. I've built a stable life, and I think I'm playing it safe. And it's not that I've avoided risk. Honestly, I think I've calculated it to death. And I think it's starting to cost me. And I remember moments where I have felt myself holding back. There was a time where I had 2 employees that were not being treated fairly, and I thought I did everything I possibly could in order to fight for them. But as I look back on it, I don't know if I fought enough. I think these individuals deserved more, and I feel like I gave up on them. And I didn't do it out of fear. I feel like I did it out of futility. And that's the part that scares me a lot, is that I don't want to face another situation where the people around me that I care about need me, that I'm not going to be afraid to stand up and make sure that they are taken care of. And I do fight. I know I do. I have a lot of examples where this happens, but I just don't know if I'm doing enough every time. I don't fear failure. What I fear is failing my family. I'm the sole provider for 4 other people, and taking a leap sometimes feels like I'm betting the house. And honestly, the house is the stable piece. And I've thought back on times in my life where I've not taken the opportunities to take on some investments that could have possibly netted some extra income. I've thought about starting an own business, but that's a scary piece, investing into that and it failing. But if I don't invest in it, if I don't try it, it will definitely fail. It will never come to fruition. And that sometimes can be even scarier. And I don't play it safe because I'm scared. I play it safe because I've got people counting on me. Look, I was in a job for 14 years at a company, and I think that that's an odd thing to see nowadays. I don't think there's a lot of people that actually stay at their jobs for that long, but I was there for 14 years. Honestly, I thought I saw myself retiring from this place, and it wasn't working out anymore. I just wasn't feeling the same excitement that I used to feel. And so a buddy of mine got me into a different company, and it was scary. I wasn't sure if I should do that or not, because I knew my job front, back, and center with my eyes closed in my sleep. I could do it easily, and I enjoyed the people I work with. It was a fantastic place. And so taking a next step into a new job, it was scary as hell. I mean, I was so scared the very first day. And for the first year, I felt like an outsider. I felt like I didn't belong. It was an environment I wasn't used to, and I wasn't the person that people went to when they had questions. And that made me feel really bad. It made me regret my decisions. And I've learned quite a bit now that I've been there for a good while. And it has paid off. But I've asked myself, did I make a poor decision? Should I have stayed at the previous company? Maybe I should have looked for other avenues inside the company that maybe could have made me successful. I don't know. The risk didn't pay off, but I did. I leveled up. Look, no one taught me risk. I learned through bad debt and bad financial decisions. I remember being 19 years old, and that envelope came in the mail that said pre-approved. And I applied, and I remember getting $1,200 on a credit card. And let me tell you what, at 19 years old, $1,200, I had a great weekend. And I went into debt, and I made some very bad decisions. And I remember making very minimum payments and missing payments and seeing all of those penalty fees just rise up. And I'm debt free now, and it makes me feel stable and respected. And I'm actually terrified of returning to that place. And to me, safety isn't a strategy. It's basically an instinct. Look, I think I'm ready to start taking risks. You know what? I don't think. I know I am. I used to look at skydiving and I was scared of doing it. I was feet planted on the ground, looking up at a plane going, hell no. No, thank you. But you know what? I'm on the plane now. My feet are planted at the doorway and I'm looking out into the open sky. And I've got a great support system. My wife is my biggest supporter. She is always there telling me no matter what, she supports me. And that is a big thing to have. There are a lot of people out there that don't have that, and that is something that has truly made me feel more secure. But even in that place, it's not that I'm afraid to jump. I'm just trying to remember if I can. And I think it's important that all of you look at yourself and think, are you ready to take that risk? Are you ready to jump when you need to? I think we all just need a little push, and that push can come, and you can make a difference right now. Thanks so much for watching today. Are you somebody that has one foot out the door of something safe? What's stopping you? I'd be curious to hear your stories. What's stopping you from taking those risks? You know what? I haven't jumped yet, but I'm close. I'm really close. And I think it's time. It's time to take my risks. Remember, elevating yourself to the next level, it starts with a single step. Take your step today. We'll see you next time.